Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922, here to do chapter review of One Piece. 699, and then next week's gonna be 700. This one was weird because for some reason I didn't see let me go check real quick. Not on Manga Stream, but on Manga here. Because I didn't get a title page. Oh, okay, that's what it was called. This one was called The Morning Paper. Pretty much beginning part of this chapter. You know, you had the standoff, Okachi and Doflamingo. This one definitely gets a 4 out of 5. For more than one reason now. Pretty much the reasons why this gets a 4 out of 5. The beginning part is one of the reasons. So, beginning part of this chapter, Okachi shows up. Doflamingo's attacking Smoker, and he just freezes the motherfucker. But he doesn't freeze him all the way through. And, you know, he just this little standoff, you know, between him and Okachi and Doflamingo. And Doflamingo is on he decides to leave. He says he's going to take a rain check, and just says that to tell that little turd to keep his flap gums shut, because if not, I'm going to come back for him. And basically, Doflamingo is inducing where does his allegiance lie, Okachi. More or less, that's pretty much what he's getting at. Saying that he's heard from the grapevine, a vagrant wandering aimlessly or a man standing firm by his convictions. Now he's saying it's easy to tell the two apart. Those two apart. So he's basically Okachi's basically talking to Smoker, talking about the influence matters without the vial of the Marines, and saying that the grass is greener on the other side. He's talking to Smoker about the state of the world that it is in, and to say to be careful with Doflamingo. Keep your eye on him. And that Doflamingo's trying to become royalty in Dressrosa, and so on and so forth. And he says he poses the biggest threat to the new Marine headquarters that Sakazuki has envisioned. Now, Sakazuki obviously is Akiano. So, wait, I should actually look that up before I make that conviction. Let me just look up something real quick, because I think that's yeah, it is Akiano. So just checking out, just making sure I'm correct on that. And so on and so forth. And he just tells his men, shh, I was never here. He's like, I'm not here. And then he moves on his way. And then we go to the Straw Hats and what's going on with them. And basically, and they're saying, you know, about the threatening of Doflamingo. They're like, what's up? The rest are like ready. Like, oh, that's right. You know, ready to fight Doflamingo. Now, the first reason this is getting a 4 out of 5, obviously, is because Doflamingo up against Okachi. That was fucking awesome. The other reason this is getting a 4 out of 5, and we have a scene also of Zoro going up against Kinemo, and they're having a little sword play, you know. And he's like saying you misjudged him for somebody, and that's why he's fighting him. And then Kinemo's asking Nami where Monosuke is, and he says, "Oh, he's bathing with Robin." And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, you son of a bitch! Look at Monosuke, man. You motherfucker. And there's a scene with Robin in the bath. I'm like, no. And she says it was refreshing. It was. And he's walking out with a towel on. I'm like, God damn it. God damn it, Monosuke. It is so funny because he's like hugging her on top of her with a towel. I'm like, Monosuke, hey. All seriousness, man. Get the fuck off, Robin. Oh, man, he's a pimp. I'm not going to say he's a pervert. I'm going to call him a pimp. He's a pimp named Slickback. That's what he looked like. That's what it felt in this chapter. Monosuke was going all on top of her. And she's like, well, you little pervert. And you got Kinemon, Sanji, and Brooke going on top of him. Your top knot. And then Nami's there, and she's putting them aside, and then Nami, she's like, oh, you're so prosperous. Come to my room, sleep with us. Because she called her a princess. Like, what? And then he gives this look. He gives this look to Kitty, his father, Brooke, and Sanji, like, yeah, what? It was so funny. And then the next day shows up. And they're asleep.
My parents were sharecroppers, which is sort of a more modern word for slaves. My parents also loved...
I'm sorry about that. It was, for some reason, there's an advertisement on the fucking, thing. It's very weird. That's what it was. Okay, anyway. So they're sleeping. You got to see with Monosuke, with Robin and Nami. He's sleeping with them. I'm like, damn it. And then this morning, and they get the paper. And this is the third reason why I'm giving this a high rating, a 4. They get the paper, and Law wants to see. Oh, he resigned. He gave up his title as a Shubaka, as a warlord. Doflamingo. But they find out something else. And what they find out is that Luffy and Law, they were put in the paper as having an alliance. It's like, what? And it says that and that the royal government has declined a comment on the situation. And then it goes all around the world, all around the New World, about it. And it says that Kid, Apoo, and Hawkins have also created an alliance. But that doesn't have anything to do with the situation with Luffy and Law. And he says, and Law's basically saying, we need to give the Flamingo our undivided attention. Let's go according to the plan. And, and then as you say, basically Law saying that all that's gone out the window now because he's given up that, and he says, once Caesar switches hands, we'll have leaned up our end of the bargain. However, and it says, Dressrosa, the populace of Dressrosa was in utter chaos over Doflamingo's renouncing all his titles. And it says, ring, 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 ring. And you see that he picks up the Moshi Moshi of Law. And it says, the pandemonium has just begun. So, this chapter was pretty beast. Was pretty good. I mean, the thing with Monosuke, that was like, it's a pimp. It's a pimp. The thing with Robin, that was like, come on, man. He's like all in up. I mean, he didn't feel them up. Which would have been even worse. But he's in their bed. That's probably going to be the thumbnail, I think. ridiculous. He's in their bed, and he's basically, he's not doing it, he's just sleeping. And he's got Robin's arms on top of him, I think. Over him, I'm like, motherfucker. But this definitely gets a 4 out of 5. And the reason why, it's not just because of the Okaji thing and the thing with Robin, but the ending. Because I don't think Law had any idea they were going to put that in the paper. He had no clue they were going to put that in the paper. So it was a real surprise. And that's one of the reasons I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. Monosuke was, he's a pimp. He's all on top of Robin and Nami. I'm like, damn. The thing with Robin was like, I was like, come on, Monosuke. Get your hands off Robin, please. Before I call the cops. No. It was just so ridiculous. Oh, man. He was all on top of Robin and Nami. It was just like, come on. But I wonder, though, and this is the last thing I want to mention about this chapter that I really thought for it. The thing with Kid, Hawkins, I'm wondering now, 3 Alliance, and I think it was Kid, Hawkins, and Apoo. I wonder what that alliance means specifically. Because I wonder about it, because I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, why are they aligning themselves? I mean, if the whole point between Law and Luffy going to hands is Doflamingo, and maybe, according to Law also, is, what's his face? I forgot his name. First Emperor. If that's why they're doing it for that, what are they doing an alliance for? Are they going out to an emperor as well? It just begs the question. What's that alliance for? Why did they align themselves? It just begs the question. It wonders. You wonder about it. So, yeah. But overall, 4 out of 5. Monosuke, he's a pimp. He's a player. He's all lit up on that. Yeah. Oh, man. Just want to punch him. I'm like, you motherfucker. Bathing with Robin. You motherfucker. But overall, good chapter. Can't wait to see next week's. I wonder how this is going to conclude. And like I said, the question of the day, what do you guys think about this alliance with Hawkins, Kid, and Apoo? Does it really, are they going after someone specifically? I want to know your thoughts on that. Because I think they are. I think they're specifically going after somebody. But we'll have to wait until next week to find out what that is. Until then, this is Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. I fucking hate Monosuke, man. Hey, Monosuke. Like, why are you all up on Robin? Fucking bullshit, man. Yeah. Fucking pervert. See ya.